Yes, please.
You're so camera shy.
She is.
You've got to come out of your shell. Show me your sad face. Where's your sad face? I just want to drink wine and pet my dog. Is that asking too much? Really?
Summer days, they go shorter with every hour, every minute of every day. Couldn't sleep even if I wanted to. Need to cherish every moment left with you. The leaves change their color, and fall is closing in. Break my heart yet once again. Wish I could slow down. Wish I just could stop. Maybe I wouldn't care if I could suffocate my feelings for you. Then I could just carry on loving you without no trouble like we used to do. Oh, the leaves change their color, and fall is closing in. Break my heart yet once again. Wish I could slow down. Just wish I could.
Hey everybody, I am so happy to see you today. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi. I hope you had a wonderful week. I had a pretty good week. I'm feeling so much better. I'm getting over my fall cold. And I wanted to say a special thank you to those of you that took time last week to leave a comment on my video about decorating alone for the holidays. You know, the stories you shared about your life, they were so touching, so profound. You know, when you do things like that, it makes belonging to this channel so rewarding. And not just for me, but for women all over the world. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for making this such a wonderful place to be. I want to have a little bit of fun today, and I want to show you some things that I have been loving the last few months. And I mean, there's makeup and skincare, but I got a sous-vide pot, and I started working with the company. It is the coolest way to cook. So I want to show you that, and I want to share some recipes, and then I got a cool steamer for my clothes. About time. I'm 108. And I ordered a new face. A new face device, and it says, you know, results in 60 days. So I thought we'd start the clock today together. So I'm so glad you're here. Let's have a little bit of fun with some favorites. You know, I talk a lot about my Anastasia blush palette, and I know so many of you out there love this. It has that beautiful rose shade, you know, kind of getting away from peach and going into the roses for fall and winter. The thing is, this palette, it's beautiful, but it's $36. So I wanted to mention that Essence Blush by Essence has 3 different shades, just like the Anastasia palette, and it's just as pigmented, but it's not peach at all. It is a similar rose. So as you can see, these two are very, very similar, except the price. I think I would go so far as to say that the Essence, and what do they call this? They call this the Mosaic Blush. I think this is a dupe for the Anastasia palette. I really do. They're both beautiful. The rose is just beautiful. You know, this week I met my girlfriends for a birthday party at a very fancy hotel, and when I walked in, my girlfriends said that my skin never looked better, and they all wanted to know what foundation and what primer I was using. So I wanted to share that with you today. I was using the Soap and Glory foundation. I love this. It has very neutral undertones, so it suits me very well. It's a very romantic finish for at night when the soft lights are hitting your face. But I also like to apply this foundation with my fingers, and I never apply any foundation with my fingers. I love to use a foundation brush or a beauty blender. This particular makeup it just is so beautiful applied with your fingers. So I used a water-based primer that night, and almost all my primers are silicone-based. This is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer, and this is water-based with a couple citrus extracts, and my skin does very well with anything citrus. But this primer is a water-based primer, which means you're going to have less trouble with everything. It's just going to glide on. It's going to mix so well with any of your skincare that you might have going on, but it just makes that foundation just glide on and not streak, giving it gives you such a beautiful glow without giving you a glow. Do you know what I mean? It's very subtle and very beautiful. What's your favorite thing about animals?
My favorite thing about animals, there isn't a favorite. They're all amazing creatures. My personal favorite is a wolf.
Yeah. You know, one thing that you were talking about last week is, you know, on the theme of, you know, being alone or decorating, but so many of you were saying that you would check on people in your neighborhood or in your apartment building, those that were senior citizens that were living alone or maybe, you know, seemed kind of down, that you would bring them little gifts. And so we were kind of exchanging ideas what those, you know, like little decorative holiday gifts could be. But I mean, we're not rich people. We can't afford to, you know, do too much. But one idea that I had was, you know, when you're at Marshall's or at Home Goods or almost anywhere, you can get some very beautiful dish towels, very high quality towels. These could go in your bathroom or your kitchen. And then to kind of pair it with these beautiful pumpkin soaps that you can find. Oh, these smell so good. But I got both of these bars at Marshall's, and I'll show you a close-up of these. I showed these to you last week, but if you pair these with, you know, just a really beautiful, you know, holiday towel, then you have a beautiful gift for a neighbor for under $7. And, you know, if you can afford to swing it, you know, or maybe just give them the soap or just give them the towel, or maybe just knock on the door and just say, happy fall, you know, just to check on them. I think it's a wonderful idea. You know, I don't know why it took me so long, but I finally ordered a clothes steamer from Amazon. This is by Conair. Is this like the cutest thing you ever saw? It's like a little teapot. Anyway, so I easily fill this up. All you do is like twist it and pull it. Fill this up with water. Don't put too much water in it or it will squirt out at you and you won't like that. But anyway, so you fill it up with water. Within 1 minute, it's raring to go. And that gives me 5 minutes of steaming my clothes. And I'll show you how I do this. Not that, I mean, I'm sure you know how to steam your clothes. I just never did it. I would always get out the ironing board and get out my iron, and then my iron would be too hot, and then I'd ruin my blouse. Anyway, no more of that.
Have you tried this before?
Yeah. Yeah, I did five garments. Look at that. Oh,
Wow.
isn't that something?
I'd love to have one of those. Wow.
So
I never knew they worked.
the thing that I like about this is that I have ruined my clothes before when my iron was too hot.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I love about this, is it can't ever go wrong. See if I can. I just put it right on there.
Oh, yeah. Just like an iron.
Just like an iron. I never have mascaras, but I have one for you today. This is the Double Extend from L'Oreal. Have you tried this? This is very interesting. One side is black mascara or brown, but the other side is this extender kind of primer, and it not only makes your lashes a little bit longer but a little bit thicker. So I put this on as kind of a primer on steroids for my lashes, and then I switch over to my favorite mascara, which is any mascara by Essence. They're just fabulous, and I think it does lengthen your lashes. It does kind of give you a false eyelash look, so I think that's kind of nice. This is my new SousV pot, and I can't wait to tell you about it. This part of my video is sponsored by the company that makes the SousV pot, and I want to say thank you to them, because not only did they send me this pot to try out and give an honest review, but they also have supplied. Everybody is going to get a 10% discount. Today I am cooking one of my very favorite recipes it is a tuna noodle dish that I absolutely loved, with sauteed mushrooms and onions. This is so wonderful because you can saute the mushrooms and the onions right in the sous vide pot. So it's absolutely phenomenal. I think this might be the most fun I've had cooking in years. The SousV pot is so beautiful. You know, you can sous vide cook, slow cook, you can make rice, noodles, boil, saute. You can even saute, and this is your one pot wonder. Oh, there's my pretty noodles, all cooked just to perfection in my sous vide pot. This is the base of my sauce that goes over my noodles that are already cooked in my sous vide pot. But this is 8 ounces of cream of mushroom soup. But I get the one that has roasted garlic in it, so it gives it kind of an extra little twist. And I have 16 ounces of either salmon or tuna. And then I have my sauteed mushrooms and onions. And I can saute my mushroom and onions right in my sous vide pot. How about that? I use a lot of Parmesan and Romano cheese for the recipe. And I also use a couple tablespoons of organic mayonnaise just to really top off the sauce. You know, if you like noodle dishes and sauteed onions and mushrooms, I think you're going to absolutely love this recipe.
Whew. Oh, look at all that good looking food.
You gotta add the Parmesan in. The more the better. You know, I have been cooking this recipe for many years, but cooking this recipe in this sous vide pot, I have never tasted the flavors so rich as I have cooking it in this sous vide pot. It kind of blows my mind. Oh, that just looks so good and smells so good. I think my family is going to really like this tonight. And you know what really makes it is that Parmesan cheese on top. Just that Parmesan, just it makes the fish and the mushrooms and the sauce just all come together. It's just a fantastic recipe. Oh, that's so cute. Happy Halloween. Oh, that hat is so cute. Do you think Desi would wear that? I think he might. Desi, is that your Halloween costume? You got ghosts on your head. You know, I'm not getting any younger, and, you know, I don't get Botox or fillers or anything like that. And, you know, for years, I've been seeing a lot of videos on the new face. And, you know, I don't use any, you know, really facial tools, but, you know, I've seen a lot of gals do videos and they're getting good results. So I took the plunge. I ordered my little mini new face from QVC. I paid $174 for it, 6 easy pays, so I could afford it. And it's just the cutest little thing. And I tell you what, I think that the portion of my face that probably scares me a little bit is the jawline. You know, I would really love to firm up my jawline, and this says I should be able to see results in 60 days. Although some women see results the first week, so I've only done it twice, and I just want to report that I did take before pictures, so 60 days later I'm going to show you the after pictures and see what you think. But you know, you turn it on and it, you know, you make a pass. That's all you do, is just make a pass, and it beeps, and then you do it again and it beeps. It's very relaxing. You only do this 5 minutes a day. Although I did mine for 10 minutes because I was just having so much fun. Anyway, it comes with a gel that you put on your face before you make your passes. But I don't like this gel. It makes me nervous. I work so hard on my skin, and I don't know what's in this gel. So I may try to find an alternative to this. But anyway, I wanted to let you know where I got it and how much I paid for it and why I got it. And so we'll be looking at the results in 60 days. Hopefully there will be results, besides my wallet being thinner.
I'm laying down it to compile it. Oh no, I see you only when you're ballin'. Oh no, I don't even care to die. I'll see you in a while, 'cause this time I will choose you, yeah.
You know, those of you who like to watch my thrifting videos know that I always make a point to buy something very special for that neighbor who hates me. And I have for many years. And he really is a person, and he really does hate me, and he is my neighbor. And, you know, I met him about 7 years ago, and, you know, he was a really nice man, you know, in his late 70s then. And we would have coffee, and I thought he was very charming. And he asked me out one day, and, you know, I said no. I didn't want to go out with him. The age difference was too much. And that was when he started, you know, to hate me. Well, it got pretty bad over the years, you know. He could be pretty insulting. And, you know, he didn't like Desi either. So, anyway, I decided, you know, he's in his 80s now, and this last year he's grown very ill, and he's alone. And so I decided I would wrap up a couple really cute, cheerful fall towels and my little pumpkin soap, and I wrapped it all up, and I made a little homemade card that said Happy Fall from me and Desi, and I left it at his door. So I saw him in the hall the next day, and I said, "Did you get your package?" And he said, "Yeah, I got my package. Nothing I'll ever use, but thanks, I guess." Well, okay. At least I tried, right? So this morning I was leaving. I was going to go get my mail, and I opened my door and I looked down, and there was this little paper plate, and on it was a chocolate chip cupcake all wrapped up with a couple milk bones for Desi. And yeah, it was from the neighbor who hates me. He did that. Anyway, I took it in, and I gobbled down the cupcake. It was so good. I'm not supposed to have sugar, but I ate it anyway. It was just so good. And it was from the neighbor who hates me, so I had to celebrate. A little bit later on in the day, I was walking down the hall with Desi, and he smiled at me. And he said, "Did you get your package?" And I said, "Yeah, I got my package. Yeah, that was a cupcake, and there's sugar in that. And, you know, I can't really have sugar. But thanks." And he winked at me. The neighbor who hates me, he winked at me. So it was a good day. It was a really good day. "Desi, look at all those people. They love you out there. You want to say hi? You want to say goodbye?" Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me and Desi today. I loved every second of it. I hope you liked the recipes, and I hope you like seeing my favorites. And I also hope you have a great brand new week. And when you're done with your week, come back and see me and Desi, okay? Okay, it's a deal.
Oh, Desi, that's a good Halloween hat. Do you like it? You don't look like you like it.
Summer days they go shorter.
You really don't like it, do you? Well, I think you look adorable. Are you mad at me? Are you mad?
Couldn't sleep even if I wanted to. Need to cherish every moment left with you.